A Queen's Dictionary. You are who you say you are. Narrated by the author, Kyla Draper. A Queen's Dictionary. Dedication. This book is dedicated to every girl and every woman in the world who has ever questioned her own greatness. Foreword. Who are you? Now, before you answer that question, I want you to first understand that when I ask you who you are, I do not mean what do you do. When I ask you who you are, I do not mean your marital status or occupation. I do not mean your social status or your tax bracket. I really mean, who are you? At the very pit of your core, when you wake up in the morning and when you go to sleep at night, who are you? Who is the voice that whispers inside of you, telling you a story of your existence? The voice that you ignore so often, but can't seem to get rid of. Who are you? Over time, many women and young girls have lost their knowledge of self. Many have lost their sense of value, worthiness, and even the true definition of who they were created to be in the very beginning. This detachment from self has derived from many places like childhood trauma, societal pressures to change, or even simple things like becoming consumed with marriage, motherhood, career, and or a list of other things. The truth is, every woman has moments where she forgets how truly kick-ass she is. And I believe that every woman and every girl must understand the strength of who she is in order to fully reach her potential. I wrote this book in an effort to remind every woman of her royalty and of her divinity. My prayer is that this book will be shared with every girl and every woman in the world. Why? Because I believe that the series of poems and powerful words in this book will leave each reader with a new sense of certainty and of power. Even if you are a woman that already knows that you are in fact a queen, it will never hurt to be reminded. As you read this book, please feel free to meditate on both the words and the poems in it. You are a queen, and my hope is that after you read this, you will begin to affirm these words over yourself and eventually make them a solid part of your identity. So without further ado, here is A Queen's Dictionary. And now, therefore, brothers and sisters, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about these things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Philippians 4:8. Now repeat after me. I am adequate. I am affluent. I am ambitious. I am beautiful. I am brilliant. I am confident. I am courageous. I am chosen. I am dedicated. I am exceptional. I am flawless. I am fearless. I am forgiven. I am graceful. I am humble. I am intelligent. I am judicious. I am loved. I am majestic. I am necessary. I am an overcomer. I am powerful. I always persevere. I am poised. I am a queen. I am refined. I am a shero. I am tenacious. I am unstoppable. I am victorious. I am worthy. I am zealous. I am everything God says I am. I am adequate. Adequate. Satisfactory or acceptable in quality or quantity. Synonyms: sufficient, enough, requisite. Exceedingly and abundantly is what is inside of my cup. I will never allow anyone to convince me that I am not enough. I have total access to the highest force of love, but I must first believe that and choose to never give it up. I am adequate. I am affluent. Affluent, having a great deal of money. Wealthy. Synonyms: rich, prosperous. I am the lender and not the borrower. Money is flowing in my direction. I have enough for myself and enough to share with generations. I am the first and not the last. I have everything I need. I am wealthy beyond measure. I will never stop planting seeds. I am blessed when I come, and I am blessed when I go. My harvest is plenty, and it is guaranteed to grow. I won't be afraid to plant. I will always reap what I sow. Every time I give, I will always receive it back tenfold. I am affluent. I am ambitious. Ambitious, having or showing a strong desire and determination to succeed. Synonyms: aspiring, determined, forceful, enterprising, motivated, enthusiastic, energetic, committed, purposeful. Never be afraid to invest in the things of which you believe. Never be afraid to be forceful when it comes to all of your dreams. Every step you take is a step that gets you closer to your goals. Never shrink your power when you were born to be bold. Be aggressive when it is necessary, and never let them tell you to act like a lady. You are the lioness of the jungle, and you have the right to hunt when you are hungry. I am ambitious. I am beautiful. Beautiful. Pleasing to the senses or mind aesthetically. Of a very high standard. Excellent. Synonyms: attractive, pretty, handsome, alluring, prepossessing. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You began as a single thought. From there you were formed with great detail. You were created in the likeness of God. He took his time creating you, and he gave you your own identity. He made you to be original from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. There is nobody like you. You have your own DNA. That means God wanted to separate you and to be able to call you by name. I am beautiful. I am brilliant. Brilliant. Exceptionally clever or talented. Synonyms: bright, intelligent, clever, smart, astute. The answers lie within you, and that is what makes you intelligent. You have an infinite amount of wisdom as long as you always remain curious. Education is the way of life, and it does not end when you earn a degree. Education is the practice of knowledge and constant mastery. You have everything inside of you. You are brilliant beyond measure. Always take time to feed your mind. Your mind is an unseen treasure. I am brilliant. I am confident. Confident. Feeling or showing confidence in oneself. Synonyms: self-assured, assured, self-confident, positive, assertive, self-possessed, self-reliant, poised. Who taught her to have confidence and to walk with her head to the sky? Who taught her to arch her back, switch her hips, and gently bat her eyes? Who taught her that she is the essence of beautiful long before anyone sees her face? Who taught her that she isn't in competition because she runs at her own pace? Who taught her that she can play sports, be the CEO, and still take care of her home? Who taught her that she could have the world and it was okay to get it on her own? Who taught her that she could be both beauty and beast, gentle and assertive at the same time? Who taught her that she can depend on a man, but it was still okay to be self-reliant? Life did when she walked with her head hung low. Life did when she closed her eyes and dragged her feet. Life did when she thought she wasn't good enough. Life taught her beauty wasn't only skin deep. Life taught her to focus on her own 2 feet. Her only competition is her reflection. Life taught her that she could be one hell of a mother and wife and still maintain a career in alternate professions. Life taught her that it was okay to be a raging fire and still be as calming as rivers and rainfall. Life taught her that it is okay to trust a man, but to still position herself should she ever fall. So when you see her and you form the questions in your mind, be careful not to ever assume that her confidence can be translated into cockiness, because walking in confidence is what life taught her to do. I am confident. I am courageous. Courageous, not deterred by danger or pain. Synonyms: brave, plucky, fearless, valiant, valorous, intrepid, heroic, lion-hearted, bold, daring, daredevil, audacious, undaunted, unflinching, unshrinking, unafraid, dauntless, indomitable, doughty, meddlesome, venturesome, stout-hearted, gallant. She has given birth to many nations. She has raised them up into all that you see. She has climbed the highest mountain tops, and she has crossed the deepest seas. She has carried heaven inside of her belly. She has been the sacrifice. She has been the sustainer of all humanity. She has been the giver of life. She has shared her body with both husband and child. She has spread herself without hesitation. She has given her last more times than she can count. She is the epitome of what it means to be courageous. I am courageous. I am chosen. Chosen. Having been selected as the best or most appropriate. Synonyms: selected, picked, appointed, elected, favored. Out of all the genetic makeups in the human DNA, you still got here, and you were the one that made a way. Out of billions of sperm cells that competed in the race, you were the one that survived and made it here today. You are here for a reason, and you are not a mistake. You have made it through sickness and survived heartbreak. You have your own fingerprint. That means God took his time, and he was very specific when he had you on his mind. Now go and walk boldly and leave your mark upon the earth. You already had a name before the day of your birth, knitted together perfectly inside of your mother's womb. You have made it to this world because God has chosen you. I am chosen. I am conspicuous. Conspicuous. Standing out so as to be clearly visible. Attracting notice or attention. Synonyms: clear, visible, noticeable, discernible, perceptible, detectable. How could you ever fit in when you were born to stand out? They see you enter into a room. You never have to talk loud. It's your aura, your presence, your inner beauty and energy. The room gravitates to you like the nectar that draws in the bee. You feel that you're just like everyone else, and you actually wonder what they see. Well, everyone can recognize when they're in the presence of a queen. I am conspicuous. I am dedicated. Dedicated. Devoted to a task or purpose. Having single-minded loyalty or integrity. Synonyms: committed, staunch, firm, steadfast, resolute, unwavering, loyal, faithful, true. Do not stop. Do not relent. Do not slow down. Do not quit. You have what you need. You are fully equipped. Keep your feet on the ground and you will never slip. But even if you do, you will get back up. Stay focused on your purpose. Stay focused on love. Forgive yourself daily. Give yourself grace. Do not rush. Move at your own pace. Whatever it is you do it with your heart and soul, and it is guaranteed that you will reach your goals. I am dedicated. I am exceptional. Exceptional, unusual, not typical. Synonyms: uncommon, extraordinary, out of the ordinary, rare, unprecedented. There is nobody else like you. How does that feel? You have your own identity. That's a big deal. Your hair, your skin, and blood are all a representation of you. Nobody else in this entire world has an identical DNA to you. You are extraordinary, even when you don't feel like it. You are accounted for, even when you feel unaccounted. This world needed you, and that is why you made it here. You are exceptional. How does that feel? I am exceptional. I am flawless. Flawless, without any blemishes or imperfections. Synonyms: perfect, unblemished, unmarked, unimpaired. Your hair, your skin, your lips, your eyes, your breast, your hips, your heart, your mind, your soul, your kinks, your quirks, your lows. Everything about you is flawless. There is no need for you to be ashamed. You are exactly who you are supposed to be, so don't let the world force you to change. I am flawless. I am fearless. Fearless, lacking fear. Synonyms: bold, brave, courageous, lion-hearted. Though you may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, do not fear any evil. You have the ability to overcome anything. Now mount up with the wings of eagles. You've gotten through every trial thus far, and you will continue to make it through. So walk with your head raised up to the sky, because there is nothing that you can't do. I am fearless. I am forgiven. Forgiven. To give up resentment against or stop wanting to punish someone for an offense or fault. To pardon. To relent in being angry or in wishing to exact punishment for an offense or fault. To absolve from payment of. Synonyms: excuse, exonerate, absolve. Walk in the forgiveness that has been given unto you. Let go of all the burdens that have imprisoned you. Break off all the shackles and begin to move your feet. This is what it means to actually be free. Let go of the past and focus on the present. Don't allow accusers to remind you of who you were in the beginning. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish. You have a clean slate. Don't be afraid to walk boldly in it. I am forgiven. I am graceful. Graceful, having or showing grace or elegance. Synonyms: elegant, fluid, fluent, natural. Watch her, for she desires to be seen. Admire her beauty from a distance and adore the simplicity of who she is. She pours out with ease like that of aged wine. Shoulders back, chin elevated, wanting just one person to see. Notice her dancing in grace, for this is the restoration of what used to be brokenness. This confidence did learn to overcome what once was insecurity. Receive her for everything she is and appreciate her used to be. From the corner of her eyes, she'll examine you, wondering if you see clearly and have the ability to remove the layers of her shield and examine her. For everything she isn't, everything she is, and everything she has yet to be. I am graceful. I am humble. Humble, having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Synonyms: meek, differential, respectful, submissive, diffident, self-effacing, unassertive. She sits down. She's humble, but she never forgets who she is. She doesn't have to blast a trumpet for them to know that she's the shit. Her value already stands, so she allows it to speak for her. She never brags on herself, even though she knows her worth. I am humble. I am intelligent. Intelligent, having or showing intelligence, especially of a high level. Synonyms: clever, bright, brilliant, quick-witted, smart, canny, astute, intuitive, insightful, discerning. I can do anything I put my mind to. N, nothing or no one can stop me from succeeding. T, there is a purpose over my life. E, everything is working for my good. L, love is in me. L, love surrounds me. I am confident in my abilities. G, God has given me infinite wisdom. E, ego will not be given a space in my heart. N, no is never the final answer. T, there is nothing I can't learn. I am intelligent. I am judicious. Judicious, having, showing, or done with good sense. Synonyms: wise, sensible, prudent, politic, shrewd, astute, canny, sagacious, commonsensical, sound, well advised, discerning, percipient. Wise as a snake, but gentle as a dove. She can discern when she is given hate, even when it is disguised as love. She can see straight through deceit by staring into the eyes of her deceiver. She listens very closely, but rarely is she a believer. She is slow to open her heart because she guards it above all things. Her soul is a sacred place built only for a king. I am judicious. I am loved. Loved, an intense feeling of deep affection. Synonyms: fondness, tenderness, warmth, intimacy, attachment, endearment. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8. Why do you cry? Why does your heart ache? Why don't you realize that you are loved in every way? From the curve of your smile, to the fibers of your hair, to the depths of your soul, this love reaches there. Why do you weep? Why do you question your worth? Did you know that roses are still beautiful despite having grown from the dirt? From the pupil of your eyes to the spine of your back, from the way that you breathe all the way down to the sound of your laugh, you are loved with an unrelenting love. one that does not require you to change, a love that knows your heart and a love that knows your name, a love that knows your flaws and still wants you more than anything, a love that welcomes you with total acceptance and unfailing mercy. I am loved. I am majestic. Majestic, having or showing impressive beauty or dignity. Synonyms: stately, dignified, distinguished, solemn, magnificent, grand, splendid, resplendent, glorious, sumptuous, impressive, august, noble, awe-inspiring, monumental, palatial. She shines in beauty and grace. Her beauty isn't only in her face. It is in everything that she does. It is in every action that she takes. She walks in spirit and in truth. Never is she ashamed. There is nothing that she can't do. She knows that she can't be tamed. She is phenomenal in her speech. She is exceptional in her deeds. She is righteous from the crown of her head all the way down to the soles of her feet. There are many that cannot understand the divinity of her soul. They expect her to be rude and stuck up, but instead she has a heart of gold. She isn't impressed by material things. She is joyful with plenty or little. Many people think that she is a puzzle. They think her story is some kind of riddle. But she isn't complicated at all. She is simply a woman that has gone through the fire. She has experienced the pressures and the carvings of life and has simply become a diamond. I am majestic. I am an overcomer. Overcomer. To prevail over. To overcome one's weaknesses. To succeed in dealing with a problem or difficulty. Synonyms: defeat, beat, conquer, trounce, thrash, rout, vanquish, overwhelm, overpower, get the better of, triumph over, prevail over, win over or against. Look over your life and examine all that you've been through. Look over every heartache and everything that has ever happened to you. Look at the fact that you made it, even though at the time you never thought you would. Look over the course of your life and see how all things worked out for your good. Look at your heart, still loving today. Look at your bills, still being paid. Look at the fact that you're still here today. Look at you smiling while listening to this page. You can overcome anything, and your history proves that to be true. So the next time you stress about your situation, remember all the other things you've already gotten through. I am an overcomer. I am necessary. Necessary. The fact of being required or indispensable. Synonyms: essential, indispensable, requisite, prerequisite, necessary, needed. Who you are is necessary. The world needs what you have inside. Step out and be exactly who you are. Always shine your light. You have a purpose over your soul. Never hide the gifts that have been given to you. Know yourself, know your worth, and never be afraid to speak your truth. I am necessary. I am powerful. Powerful. Having great power or strength. Synonyms: ability, capacity, capability, strength. You are powerful beyond measure. This power is inside of you. You have the ability to manifest anything you want. There is nothing your mind can't do. The trick is only that you believe, and the power that you have already been given, and that you use it for good in this world, and that you never keep it hidden. I am powerful. I always persevere. Persevere. To continue in a course of action, even in the face of difficulty or with little or no prospect of success. Synonyms: Persist. Continue. Keep going. You weren't born to be a quitter. That's why you took your first breath. You were a prize from day one, so never settle for less. Never do it halfway. Always give them your best, and do it because you want to, not so you can be blessed. Remember when life gets hard, that this is only a test. Make sure you don't give up. Just give God all your stress. You get stronger with every hit because you get back up. It's easy to stay down, but you are way too tough. People don't understand you. They think you're crazy for trying again. But it isn't their destiny. You can't expect them to understand. You are victorious, so every day fulfill that title. And when your mind grows tired, please turn to your Bible. Don't turn to your religion. Turn to your faith. And remember to seek God, even when He's left no trace. I always persevere. I am poised. Poised. Having a composed and self-assured manner. Having a graceful and elegant bearing. Synonyms: grace, gracefulness, elegance, balance, control. Gentle as a dove, wise as a bee. Ignores a lot of things, but there's nothing she can't see. She keeps her shoulders high and makes her move strategically. She is filled with so many thoughts, but doesn't often speak. She maintains her posture, and she remains a mystery. She understands the importance of solitude and does not give away her peace. I am poised. I am a queen. Queen. The female ruler of an independent state, especially one who inherits the position by right of birth. Synonyms: monarch, sovereign, ruler, head of state. Did you know that you were a queen, fearfully and wonderfully made? That you have an inheritance that was given to you long before today? Did you know that you are worthy and even the very hairs on your head are numbered? That you were knitted together perfectly, in case you ever wondered? Did you know that you were the first and not the last, a royal priesthood by DNA? That you were born with a royal bloodline and you have access to exceedingly and abundantly? Did you know that you can do all things and you've been given the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind? That you were connected to the King of all kings before the very beginning of time? Did you know that your body is a temple and that there is nothing wrong with you? That there weren't any steps missed in the process of God creating you? You've inherited the position of queen by right of birth, and there isn't a single person that can rob you of your crown that lives here on earth. So welcome to your queendom. Be sure to walk with your shoulders held high. Fight your battles by word of mouth while never lifting a finger to fight. Make orders over yourself, over your relationships, your career, and your overall life, and remove anyone without second thought that refuses to treat you right. I am a queen. I am refined. Refined, with impurities or unwanted elements having been removed by processing. Synonyms: cultivated, cultured, polished. She has been through the fire. She has been through the heat. She has walked lonely roads with no shoes on her feet. She has been through the breaking. She has been through the flood. She has invested her tears, her sweat, and her blood. She has experienced helplessness and learned how to wear her own cape. She has mastered the art of overcoming by learning how to pray. She has lifted her head high and cried out for mercy. She has learned to see her highest value after first feeling unworthy. She has seen a billion raindrops and felt much sunshine against her skin. She knows what it's like to lose, and that is why she remains humble when she wins. She has learned to love past her pain and learned to forgive past deceit. She has kept no record of the wrongs. She has kept no receipts. She has dropped off all her baggage because she knew the trauma of carrying the load. She knows what it's like to be afraid and timid, so she no longer apologizes for being bold. She has learned to walk in power, and she has learned to walk in love, because she has seen helplessness and the damage of feeling she wasn't enough. She now knows who she is each time she takes a look in the mirror, but she first had to look within herself that she may be able to see what she always was from the very beginning. I am refined. I am a shero. Shero, a woman admired or idealized for her courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. Synonyms: superwoman, brave woman, hero, woman of courage. She is a full-time mother, a full-time wife, a full-time employee with a full-time life. She is a full-time doctor, a full-time teacher, a full-time nutritionist, a master negotiator. She is a full-time sex symbol, a full-time therapist, a full-time friend. She gets no breaks from this. She is always first, just to end up being the last. She has to remember to care for herself so she can complete the other tasks. She is strong even when she is weak. She sometimes cries when no one can see. She never fixes her mouth to complain. It is only love that she speaks. She knows the importance of her role and never feels sorry for herself. She can do it on her own and sometimes without asking for help. She is everything to everyone. She is a shero in every form. She is a queen in every shape of the word. Without her, the king has no kingdom. I am a shero. I am tenacious. Tenacious, not readily relinquishing a position, principle, or course of action. Determined. Synonyms: persistent, strong-willed, tireless, indefatigable, resolute, patient, unflagging, staunch, steadfast, untiring, unwavering, unswerving, unshakable, unyielding, insistent. You were born to fulfill a purpose, and that is what you will do. When you set your mind on the prize, God will take care of you. Don't look either to the left or right. Keep your eyes focused on the road. You will arrive to your destination on time. You will reach every goal. Continue to be persistent. Refuse to change your mind. If God has placed a fire in your soul, then seeing it spread is only a matter of time. I am tenacious. I am unstoppable. Unstoppable. Impossible to stop or prevent. Synonyms: indomitable, unbeatable, invincible, supreme. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No sea is too deep for you to swim. No fire is too hot for you to walk through. No battle is too hard for you to win. You are able to do all things. To you, nothing is impossible. You have everything you need to succeed in this life. That is what makes you unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I am victorious. Victorious. Having won a victory. Triumphant. Synonyms: conquering, vanquishing, winning, champion, successful, top, first. You win. You win. There is nothing impossible for you. You can do all things. I am telling you the truth. Even when it doesn't feel like it, you are a royal priesthood. God is making all things work together for your good. I am victorious. I am worthy. Worthy. Having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specific way. Having sufficient worth, value, or importance. Synonyms: deserving, good enough, meritorious, virtuous, righteous, good, moral, ethical, upright, upstanding, high-minded, principled, exemplary. If you ever find yourself feeling that you aren't good enough, just take a good look in the mirror. Stare into your eyes and speak over your life until your vision begins to get clear. Everything about you was designed strategically. You are evidence of God's master plan. You are perfect just the way you are, and that is something you must grow to understand. I am worthy. I am zealous. Zealous, having or showing zeal. Synonyms: fervent, ardent, fervid, fanatical, passionate, impassioned, devout, devoted, committed, dedicated, hardcore, enthusiastic, eager, keen, overkeen, avid, card-carrying, vigorous, energetic, intense, fierce. She can walk up to mountaintops and spread her arms while trusting that she can fly. She knows that she can do anything, and you can see so much passion in her eyes. She is unashamed of her battle scars. She knows that her wounds made her stronger. She has the ability to overcome anything, and that is what feeds her hunger. She knows that she is imperfect, and that is the greatest strength she has. She isn't afraid to learn and grow wiser, so she gives her best at every task. She knows the value of her crown, and she refuses to be ashamed of it. She wears it with pride, keeping all the jewels inside, refusing to ever let it fall from her head. She is a queen in every aspect of the word, but it took her some time to see. But now her eyes are open wide to all that God has destined her to be. I am zealous. I am adequate. 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. I am affluent. 2 Corinthians 9 and 11. I am ambitious. 1 Thessalonians 4 and 11. I am beautiful. Psalms 139 and 14. I am brilliant. Proverbs 2 verse 6 and 7. I am confident. Proverbs 3 and 26. I am courageous. 2 Timothy 1 and 7. I am chosen. 1 Peter 2 and 9. I am dedicated. 1 Colossians 3 and 23. I am exceptional. Ephesians 2 and 10. I am flawless. Song of Solomon 4 and 7. I am fearless. 1 John 4 and 18. I am forgiven. Micah 7 verse 18 and 19. I am graceful. 1 Timothy 3 and 11. I am humble. Proverbs 22 and 4. I am judicious. Proverbs 3 verse 13 through 18. I am loved. Romans 8 and 38. I am majestic. Proverbs 31 verse 29 and 30. I am necessary. Jeremiah 1 verse 4 through 5. I am an overcomer. John 16:33. I am powerful. Philippians 4 and 13. I always persevere. James 1 and 12. I am poised. Proverbs 31 and 26. I am a queen. 1 Peter 2 and 9. I am refined. Isaiah 48 and 10. I am a shero. Proverbs 31 and 17. I am tenacious. Psalms 28 and 7. I am unstoppable. Ephesians 1 and 11. I am victorious. Romans 8 and 37. I am worthy. Luke 12 verse 6 through 7. I am zealous. Romans 12 and 11. I am everything God says I am.